Olá, muito boa tarde, bem-vindos ao Up&Under desta semana. Eu estou a começar em português, mas vou passar à língua inglesa. Não vou tentar o francês com o Mike Tadjer para não rasgar uma língua que é belíssima. Por isso, e o português, a pedido do Mike, para se ter uma entrevista mais interativa, vamos para o inglês, que são uma língua que nós dois damos-nos bem e conseguimos conversar. Por isso, é o grande convidado desta semana, o último destes próximos dias. Por isso, vamos passar ao inglês. Mike, welcome to Up&Under. Thank you for accepting the interview. How's the pre-season going?
Hi, thank you for the invite. The pre-season start for me a little bit more late because I play with the Portugal with the national team. So I started last week, and it was very hot. It's like 38 degrees in Perpignan, so the training is very hard, and and we train a lot. We do a lot of fitness, and so it's hard, but it's the pre-season, so every year is like that.
After last year that you most of the time you were injured after November, and you came back with it was not a miracle because you worked for it, but how's your body? Is it okay? Is it ready for November?
Yeah, sure. I was injured in December, and the surgery was really clean, and the guy say my season is finished. So I decided to know. So I work hard on the first 3 months, and after I restart the running and everything on the rugby. So it was really important for me to play the last game with Perpignan and to be available to Portugal for the game in July. So now my body is 100%. It's good. Tonight I finished to play football. I do football tonight, so my hamstring is very good. I'm ready to November for the qualifying.
Mike, before we go for the qualifying and this race we are doing to get to the World Cup, let me ask you one thing. When you came back to the national team after some years that you weren't called up for it, how was the emotions? Were you very happy? How was it to get called again for the country you love so much?
Oh, it was really, really, really. I don't have words because it was really. I'm really happy, but more than happy because for me, I look the guys play at the back of my TV, so. I was sad when we lose the game against Spain and we lose the qualify. So after the thing of the Spain do it, we came back on the qualify. So when I'm come back to play in July, I was really happy, really excited, really proud. So because I think I do it my last game with Portugal before to injury, but I have another chance to play for the country. So it was really awesome and really proud and to play against for the country.
Mike, for long years, people wanted you and Anthony Alves and other players that Samuel Marx playing in France that can bring so much to Portugal. This comeback for you, it makes sense. So this is the road that Portugal should stay on to bring back all the players that have a parent or were born in Portugal but moved to France in their early life. Do you think this is the way to do it?
Yes. Sorry.
No.
Sorry, my son. Yes, it makes sense because some players can play in a French team or something like that. So it's important for the country, for the guys in Portugal to understand we are all Portuguese. You know, to be honest, the the little bit first time when I come to Portugal. We have some, some groups. It was the guys from the Portuguese from France, and the Portuguese play in Portugal, like the real Portuguese and the French Portuguese. So it was a little bit weird when I started, but now we are all together. We don't make difference. We work on the same road. We are happy to be together. So now it's really important. The guys have some parents or grandparents Portuguese, knows they can play with the Portugal, because we every years we show at the rugby world, we do the good thing. So I think it's important to they understand that, because if we do a shit game, we lose every game. We don't have chance to do the World Cup. But it's not this. We play the beautiful rugby. We have good forwards. We have the really good backs. So I think the guys need to understand and to come to play for the country, not just because they play for Portugal. We need the guys come to be proud to play for Portugal too. So yes, it makes sense to the guys like Anthony, me, Thibaut Freitas. We played like 10 years ago in Portugal. So yes, it's important. Yes.
Yeah, this year marks your 10th year with Portugal playing for the national team. You almost 30 games for Portugal. If we get to the World Cup, you'll do 30 games in the World Cup. Your first game was at the time you were in Massy on Federal 1.
Yes.
Do you remember those times? How was the first time you got the call to go to play for Portugal?
I was excited. They called me when I playing in a Racing Metro, but the coaches at this moment don't want. I'm going to the selection. So when I came back to Massy, for me it was a hard moment, because I was injury. I do some surgery on my hamstring. I'm not playing for 1 year. So the Portugal called me, and I was really excited, because it's the country of my father. So I'm really proud to play for the country. And at the moment, it was really important, because I'm not playing well and a lot of time in my club. So when I come to the Portugal, I played 5 games, like 60 or 70 minutes each game, and like this. I'm in form. After this, I will take my good rugby. So it was really important for me. So when they called me, I was so excited to know a new thing, on to go on my country, to try to speak the language, because I'm not speak very well the Portuguese language, so it's hard for me. But I was really excited.
After so many years, what's your favorite Portuguese word? You can say it. If it's a bad word, don't say it. But other
No,
times,
my favorite word, it's tostamiste.
com manteiga.
Ouais.
You talked about to be proud to play for Portugal. What this road to the World Cup that started three years ago with the coming of Patrice Lagisquet. How hard has it been? Now we have another chance to get on it, but how hard it's been until now?
To do the World Cup, you say?
Yes.
Oh, it's hard, because we have 3 games in November, and it's the nation, like USA. They do the World Cup each 4 years. So it was hard for us, because in our mind, we know we can qualify for the World Cup, but on the paper we just win one game in 2022. So Patrice Lagisquet try to learn for us the mental winning, the mental champion. So we need to work on that. It's hard, but we know we have the capacity to beat the team in November, and if we go to this tournament and we think, oh, we're gonna maybe lose against this team or this team, I think we're gonna do nothing. So we play good rugby. We show against Italy it was really close to beat the team of the Six Nations. Against Argentina, we are close at the 10 minutes of the end, and we finished to really close in Georgia. So I think we have the thing to prove in a world. The Portugal have his place in a World Cup. That's I think the most hard in November.
Tell me something, Mike. What is, in your opinion, that we have to do a little bit better so we can become like a big team amongst all the tier 2 nations?
I think we need to do the rugby in Portugal need to be more professional. I know it's easy to say that because I play in France, and I'm really easy to say that here. But in Portugal, we need to have a better championship, a better team, better players, and more attractive for everybody. Because it's like more sevens, in Portugal you have the football or the sevens. So for a long time it was the sevens, and now it's we start to build this our thing to the guys in France can come in, we can play good rugby, we can be very well. So, and I think the most important, it's we need to the guys in Portugal don't scare to come in France, like Rodrigo Martas do it these years, like last year's Rafael Storti, so Tutas is in Po. So I think we need more players come in French, but I understand it's difficult because their priority is the student to have a good work, a good job. So I understand, but I think to find the good way to be a very big team, we need to go on this way.
Mike, in France, what do teams or other players say about us? We're starting to do some noise in there, or you still think people don't care that much?
No, we make some noise. We start to make some noise against the Japan when we lose at the last minute. So that's why I say to the guys after the game against Italy. I listen all the guys talk about the Portugal team. We are a good team. You are a good team. You play well rugby. You have faster fullbacks, good center. Your scrum is pretty well, but we don't win. And the most important it's to win. So I think the things we need to change this. So we start to show to the world. Every paper I read, it's the Portugal play well, but they don't win. And now we need just to change this.
But we are close to winning the game.
Yes, we are really close, really close.
Mike, I know you still now have a big career. You won the Federal One, now top 14 for a long time. What was your first most special match? Do you remember any match that is in your mind as your most memorable?
Oh, well, yes, sure. Well, I have a lot. First match important, but the first one it was with Massey with my club in Federal One because I'm born in Massy. I start to play rugby in Massy. I do all my little thing in Massy. I grow up in Massy, so I'm really love this town because it's my town, and I played the game with Massy when we grow up to Federal One in Pro D2, and for the club it was the first time in the club we go in Pro D2, and so it was awesome. It was good memories because all my family was here. We have it's I lose my word because it was really I understand some guys or some people can understand, but for me I born in the hospital at 1 minute of the field when I play, so it was the most memory in my career because it was the first time the club grow up in Pro D2, and it was the best memory for me.
Your first game for Portugal was against Romania.
Yes, with the snow like this on the field.
Do you remember you played 80 minutes, I think, or 60 minutes? It was something
Yeah.
in the snow. Do you remember anything more than the snow from that game?
Yes, I remember. Boy, it's sorry for my words, but I remember the hooker in the front of me. It was the really good hooker. He played for Perpignan before, the Romanian guys, and maybe on the first ruck, he took my balls like this. so so I say, okay, it's not the same thing than Massy. So, but yes, it's the first memories when I remember this game. It's the snow and the hooker do this.
And your first time, game you play in the top 14, so it's one of the best or the best league worldwide. You played for Agen, if I'm not wrong, in
Yes.
2015. Do you remember the full stadium against Grenoble that day, the first time that you played for in the top 14?
Yeah, I remember. Is a good memory too because is my first game in top 14. And you know, when you start the rugby, you want to play in top 14. So I play really late. I think I have maybe 25 or 26 years. But my first game was really really awesome because I do a big game. I play 70 minutes, and the after the game on the paper, I was in the team of the week. So for me, it was a great memory. My wife's coming from Paris to Grenoble to watch the game. She make me the surprise. So it was a really good memory. And they talk about because after a line out, Grenoble throw the line out and the ball go over the line out and the ball fall and I kick the ball and we finish close to the try line to Grenoble, and we have scrum for us, and after the scrum we score. And and after the game on the papers they said, oh, he shoot the ball like Ronaldo. So it was a really good memory.
And for Portugal, what was your best memory aside from the first game against Romania? What was the best memory that you have for Os Lobos?
It's difficult because I have really two. No,
You can,
if
you
I
can,
if I
if you have two, you can tell the two.
if I had choose one, it's against the Japan. The Japan, it's awesome. We play in Coimbra. The stadium was pretty full, and we play against the big team in rugby world, and we make a big game. we make a really big gain, and the supporters, the noise, the people was awesome. So it's the first time I played a game like this in Portugal, and it was awesome because sometimes before we playing we I play maybe two times in a national stadium in Portugal, and after I don't learn you something, but don't much people come to the game, so sometimes it's difficult to enjoy it. But this game it was awesome. The people is coming, big game. We lose, but it's a really great memories.
If we get to the World Cup, it's going to be in France,
Yeah.
as everybody knows. And if we get there, we get the group is Georgia, Fiji, Australia, and Wales.
Yeah.
So I think one of the games is in Toulouse, inside Toulouse.
Yeah.
So are you ready to play in Toulouse for Portugal?
Oh, sure. I'm ready to play in Toulouse. I'm ready to play in Nice. I'm ready to play in Saint-Etienne. And I think the last one maybe it's Toulouse too. We have two games in Toulouse. I think so.
Yes, we have two games in Toulouse. The final
Yes.
one against Fiji.
Yes. So I'm ready to play every game. I'm so happy if we do the World Cup and is in France. So all my families can coming. All my Portuguese friends be proud for me, so can coming too. So that's why I want to play in November and we qualify, because it's not just because we deserve it, but just to see because we have the World Cup in France, and for me I play in France, so it's a incredible thing for me.
Mike, if you can turn up the light, it will be
Yes.
because you are completely dark.
I change the spot.
Okay. So to the people at home, sorry, just because we have a bit more light,
Yes,
so you
sure.
can see better, Mike. Thank you. I was asking this now. We're going to play against the United States. Not that. Sorry. Many times Portuguese people say we are just 11 million. It's a lie. We are more than 11 million because a lot of people live in France, in the United States, Brazil, South Africa. How's the Portuguese community in France? How passionate are you about Portugal?
From the people in France, you say?
In France, yes.
Oh, when I start, the guys tell me, "Oh, you have a rugby team in Portugal," so they don't know, but that's what I say before, uh, because we do a good thing in November, last November. We do a good thing in July, so the people try to start to know the Portugal team. So it's very nice. But when I'm in Clermont-Ferrand, it's a big community of Portugal. So after the game, some Portuguese come in. Oh, we are so proud. We have one Portuguese playing our team. So it's the Portuguese when they meet me, when the club I do it. It's like Clermont-Ferrand, or even here in USAP, the guys come and is really friendly. They are really friendly because they said, "Oh, we are so proud. You are Portuguese. We never Portuguese play in our club." So it's really kind.
Now I was going to ask you United States, Kenya, and Hong Kong. So it's going to be three hard games, but the
Yeah.
most expecting one is against United States. Do you feel that we have an advantage, or is 50-50, or are we the underdogs against the United States, in your opinion?
Oh no, for me, all the game, not even just the USA, because uh, it's 50-50. It's a rugby game, so if we start the game and we say, oh, we're gonna lose, so you don't play the game, but you have lose the game. So for me, we don't think about that. We don't think like that. We need to say in our mind. So we are 15. They are 15. We are good players. We trust in us. So we need to beat them. And if we don't want the beat this guy, because they are between us and the qualify, we don't want to win nothing. So I think yes, the USA, because it's the most famous team, because they do a lot of World Cup. But I think we need to start each game at the same thing, against Kenya, against Hong Kong, and against the USA, because if you want to go to the World Cup, we need to win the 3 games.
Mike, now a most complicated question. If we don't get to the World Cup, or we get to this World Cup, but are you going to stay in the game until the next one, or are you planning to retire after 2 years?
If we don't do the World Cup, it depends if I continue to play in USAP. So I can ask you. I can answer. Sorry. So, but if we do the World Cup, yes, sure. I continue to play with Portugal to do the World Cup and try to do more. And I think if we win one game in the World Cup, maybe we automatically qualify for the next one. I think something like that. So I will see.
I think he's the first. We have to win 2 games, but it's not impossible. What the goal is getting there, right?
Yes.
The goal is getting there. And when you came back in 2019 to play again for Portugal, the project from the union, from the national coach, was a more serious one, was a better one than the from the past.
This year, you say?
No, the
Oh yeah.
last 4 years, the project it showed to you. So the projet for la fédération, c'est meilleur
Oui,
aujourd'hui.
oui. Yeah. Sure. It's the most the better project in the last 10 years ago, and because the federation make the good work, but Patrice is coming with his idea, with his rules. So that's why we have some good result. So that's why we play well. That's why the guys want to come in France, because now it's train at 8 at the morning, or 10 at the morning, or something like that. If you train, you good, you play well. If you don't train, you don't play. So now the last 4 years, the project it's better than I know the last 10 years.
How is Patrice Lagisquet? I talked with Simão Bento, José Madeira, with some of the other guys, and said he demands a lot of you. How is? Can you tell us how is Patrice Lagisquet with you in the training and in the games?
Oh, it's a really passionate guy. He trained a big team in top 14 10 or 15 years ago. He was a champion of France with this club Biarritz, and it's really he liked the details. So if we don't do the good movement like he want, we can restart maybe 4, 5, 6 times the same movement. Sometimes I tell him, oh, we can stop the training, because maybe we have like 6 movement, but if we do each movement 4 times, it's too much. So, but yes, he knows the exigence, of the highest level. So it's good, and that's why he come with his ID, with his straight rules, and the just the thing he want to learn to us and to the guys it's the work pay. So if we work well in the training, we're gonna pay in the game. So yes, it's crazy because it's on each detail is it's crazy.
massive. Playing, some people don't understand what takes to be a professional player in the rugby world. How is it, Mike? Can you tell us about how hard it is, or what sacrifices you do daily and monthly and yearly? Tell us a bit more about your professional life as a player.
Oh, some players, some people want things because our journey is not really full. We don't start at 6 o'clock and we don't finish at 20. But for me, it's hard because I need it before to work more than every each players. I work on my throw. I work on my skills, on my pass, on my hands, and it's really hard. So and for me, because I like the toshtamishta or pastéis de nata, the most hardest for me is the food, to have a good alimentation, the eat well, not too fat. It's a really a mental fight, because when you came back after the training and it's like 4 or 5 o'clock, and you're hungry, and you look the cake on your fridge or something like that. So it's hard to and it each day. And so that is the most for me, because it's my most fight. We need to work every day, every time. So and more and more I grow up, more I'm more old, more I need to have a straight food to train every day. Uh, to be honest, this week I was in holidays,
Mhm.
and I'm leaving for 3 days in Port Aventura. Attraction, a big attraction for my son, and to go with my wife. I go in 3 days, but after I can do more. I cannot do more. Nothing. So when I came back Thursday, I'm going to the gym Wednesday. Today I go to do some fitness, to run. Tonight I do some football. Tomorrow I do another session gym. So for me, I can do nothing for too long. So that think it's it's like stupid when you're young and you listen that to hard work, only the work pay, or no pain no gain, something like that. But it's true. If you it's not it's not because you're going out each weekend to the club, or you eat fast food 3 weeks per 3 days per week. No, you never go to top 14. I To my generation, I have maybe 5 or 6 players better than me. But me, I have my mental. It's better than all the others. So that was the difference.
Well, we are approaching the end of the show, so we can leave you alone. Mike, I'm going to ask you some quick questions. Favorite food in Portugal? Tosta mista and pastel de nata can't be. You have to choose another thing now.
Easy one, the bacalhau braço.
Bacalhau à Brás?
Ah oui.
Best dish.
Yes. Yeah. Is the best thing. The bacalhau braço. When we go, the to they tell you something. When we come to the France, the guys live in France. Go to the Jamor Hotel, and it's long time I come to this hotel, and the last before to go Georgia. So I pass 3 weeks in the hotel, and I don't eat the bacalhau braço. So I'm going to see the guys on the cook, and I say, please, this week do it for me, a bacalhau braço, and they do it the Wednesday, and now my mental it's over. I turn it off, and I eat the most I can. I can.
Favorite dessert? You said pastel de nata, but there's any other Portuguese dessert doce that you like?
Mm, bolas de Belém?
Bolas de Berlim. Okay.
Sim, sim,
Oh,
sim.
that's a dangerous one.
Yes.
Favorite place in Portugal that you like to visit?
The center of Lisbon. It's really nice, really nice because you we can do everything to walk. So we have the good spot with the good view. If you want to drink some just a beer or juice or something, we have the really good rooftop, and it's the typical Portuguese the building inside the center. It's really good.
Um, the funniest teammate from Portugal?
The funniest teammate in Portugal. I have two, but not because it's funniest, but because it's in the sky.
Ah,
It's
okay. It was, yes. Okay.
yes, Rafael Storti. Rafael Storti. The last time it's really close to sleep in the video with with Patrice.
Did he got caught?
Sorry?
Did he got caught sleeping in the
No,
video?
no, 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 no. Him and Thibaut de Freitas.
Thibaut? Thibaut is a funny
Yes.
guy.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yes.
Most serious one. Who is it?
The most serious one. Um, mm, 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 Geronimo Portela.
Okay. Very serious. Oh, young and serious. Okay, that's good.
Yes.
Okay. The best for you, in your opinion, the best player in the Portugal team. You can say yourself if you want to.
No, 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 no. Nuno Sousa.
Nuno Sousa. Okay.
Ouais.
The
Him
magician.
and the three backs, him, Rodrigo Marta, and Rafael Storti.
Well,
They are
tell me something before we end the show. You said it's important for Portuguese players to be professional, to go to France. What's your message to them? How could you say to them to come to France to try and do 2-3 years in there? What's the best message to give them?
the best message. And for me, it's I know the first thing for Portugal team or for the Portugal player and their family, maybe their parents, prefer they do the study to have a good job and to have a good life. But if they really want to be a player rugby, they need to take the opportunity when they have it. Rodrigo maybe is come 1 year more early, but he don't want. And in France now, it's some rules like the GIF,
Mhm.
so it's a little bit hard. But my most my message for them it's work. If you really want, you work, and if you have the opportunity to come, even if it's Federal One or Pro D2, me, I start in Federal One,
Mhm.
and I grow up each year and after each year. So they need to work and to come if they have the opportunity and be serious. And if they don't arrive, I can understand they come back, but it's not because you are the best player in Portugal. Uh, then you come in France and you go to play top 14. You have a lot of players very good in France, so you need to show you have something more than the other. So I think again my message is they need to work hard and when the opportunities come in to come in France.
You are a happy man, aren't you, Mike?
Yes.
Yeah. I'll, to finish the program, a final message for the Portuguese fans that are watching you at home.
Oh, I hope we're gonna the qualify in November. I'm waiting all the Portuguese fan living in France or in everywhere in in France or Portugal to come to support us, because we do it for us, but we do it for the country. So I'm really happy if they come and they talk to us after the game. Every time we have the time to talk with them. So I hope we do it in November for us and for all the country and for them.
Okay, Mike, thank you for coming for the show. 40 minutes, it's what
Yes,
I
thank
promised you. Good luck for Perpignan, and
Thank you.
we'll see in November when Portugal
Yes.
plays in Dubai against USA, Kenya, and Hong Kong. So good luck
Yes.
for the start of the season. Good
Thank you,
pre-season. Survive.
Good
And okay, you want to say obrigado in Portuguese? You want to say some words in Portuguese?
É possível, eu falo português, mas meu português não muito bem. So, este porque eu falo em inglês.
Okay.
So, obrigado a todos. Boa noite. Força Lobos.
Wow. Perfect. With this, we finished the Up&Under. Obrigado por terem todos vindo. Este foi o Mike Tadjer que esteve comigo. Ele em novembro vai jogar por Portugal, como sempre, e esperemos que ele cumpra as 30 internacionalizações dentro de pouco tempo. É um dos grandes jogadores portugueses a jogar fora, no top 14 no Perpignan, que é uma equipa do Sul, e que realmente os dérbis do Sul do País Basco são inacreditáveis. O Mike, melhor que ninguém, sabe disso. Por isso, acompanhem-no. Podem ver o top 14 na internet. Em Portugal não dá, infelizmente. Mas em novembro vamos em direto Portugal a lutar pela última vaga do Mundial e esperemos que estejamos lá. Obrigado. Mike, obrigado.
Obrigado.
Até à próxima.
Tchau. Muito obrigado.
Boa pré-época.
Muito obrigado, Francisco. Tchau.